Hello. In this video, we'll discuss booking workflow from the Sky application. That some of these features that are built right out of the box and some of the integrations, and we'll discuss these in length. The page that we're looking at is called our campus selector, and there are a number of different campus selector screens that are available that I'll be able to showcase for us using a couple of different application deployments. And in this first one here, we are looking at a number of sites, and I'm going to choose the one that I'd like to interact with. And in this case, we're going to focus our effort on booking a desk first, and then we'll look at all other space types of, may that be, rooms, may that be parking spaces or anything else. And so some of the first things that I want to highlight here, looking at this calendar, sorry, forgive me, at this map itself, is that this showcases the floor plan and it separates it and is labeling them in different colors, highlighting what area belongs to which team. And you can see this orange one here. This entire is for the enterprise solutions, and this is North America dev. And so these are the neighborhood and zone bookings. If the user so chooses, by that I mean an admin user at that campus site, if they choose, they can implement what we call an entitlement rule in the CXAI nomenclature, where the users who will then have that particular tag, may that be for North America Dev or any other team, the users who have the same tag as the space can book that space. And I'll be able to show that in the next couple of screens here for us. The other things that immediately jumps at me that we want to show is the different buildings. You can jump between them. If there are multiple floors, you can select the floor that you may be interested in. And then we can take a look at some of these different workflows options that are available. You can choose the date, you can choose the time as well, and it defaults to whatever time the campus may have configured. May that be 30 minutes, 35 minutes. The meeting starts 5 minutes after to accommodate for people who are jumping from meeting to meeting. All that is configurable in our CMS. The one other option that is available in this particular instance is called standard booking duration. If all the users book desks at the same time, that could be like 9 to 5 or 10 to 6, then these are extra clicks that one can omit. In that case, the time selector will be disabled, but the duration will be filled out. And I'll also show you that in 1 minute here. And as you can see, you can interact and tap directly on the map and it'll launch a workflow, or you can click on desk and this will search some spaces for you, and then you can book them that way. Both of those have each merit, each have their merits. If you were to search this way, you can look at all the features that you may want to highlight, and it'll filter those for you. And one of the filters available here is also neighborhoods. And so if you want to filter just in a certain focused area of the floor plan, then you can do that, and it'll return based on that. And then if there was nothing there, that's likely there's no dual monitors, so we can probably skip that and can search again. And at this time, there's one other thing that I want to highlight, which is the book for. You can either book for yourself or you can book for a delegate. A delegate is a user who has allowed you to book on their behalf. And that can be set up in the colleague booking section here, and we'll take a look at that. And right now, I'm just going to book for myself. And if we were to go into the colleague booking here, these are the bookings by my colleagues, and currently there are none here. But let's take a look at the community here and what are we able to do. As you can see, this currently shows that I have no delegates. If I had delegates, this is where I will find them. And But if we look at the colleague booking visibility that I am not currently sharing with anybody, but there are 559 people that are sharing their availability with me, which means I can see their bookings by going to the map and clicking on the colleague booking. What that'll do is it'll highlight the bookings by those colleagues. See, there's only the one booking right now I can see. So that if there were others, you can click on that. This shows you the space. In this particular case, what we can do, there are a couple different things that one can do. There is a feature that we have developed out of the box, which will not share too much information about the space, but if you were to tap on it, it will show you who has booked the space. If nobody's sitting there, and you may want to ask them, hey, like, are you still using the space? And maybe you want to cancel. And that is also available, but it is a configuration and can be enabled at a given site. We'll keep taking a look at some of these other desk booking features that I want to highlight. And an example will be a site-specific integration, which is being powered by occupancy sensors, and you can see it overlays whether the space is currently being occupied or not occupied by a border, which is green or red, depending on what the occupancy status is. As we can see, it looks like everything is currently available on this floor. And if we were to go here, you can see this room is currently being used. There's somebody in there and they had booked this space. So if there were a combination of spaces, then you find where, they're gray or red, meaning, that the space is not booked, but you can see that the border is showing red, which means somebody's already booked sitting there, or vice versa. If somebody is not, somebody has forgotten to book and just shown up and sitting there, then you'll see that it's marked off red.